What's up, guys? We're here with our Week 9 match of the PGBL, and we will be taking on the Orlando Solgaleos, coached by Sweet Banana Gaming. But as you can see, this week, I was about to say today, but I guess it works either way, we are bringing Mega Charizard X, Weavile, Manaphy, Cobalion, Goodra, and Mew. I decided to jump in with that for this week. I'm actually kind of worried about my opponent's team this week, because they're actually a really good battler, in my opinion, even though they haven't had the best luck in this league, I don't think. But their toolkit that they have now is just crazy. They actually switched out a few of their mons, I think 2 weeks ago. Back in, I want to say it was week 7, after the week 7 battle, but I'm afraid to see some of the mons they're bringing, because they have things like Mega Tyranitar to go up against my Charizard X, and possibly other mons like Manaphy and Weavile and everything. And then they have Raikou and Raikou, however you want to pronounce it, things like that. But we're going to go ahead and see what my opponent is bringing, as they're actually bringing everything I was afraid of, except for they're not bringing Electric Doge, so kind of happy about that. But we do see the Mega T-Tar, Galvantula, which is bad. And then we see Don Fan, Slowbro, Ambipom, and Latios. So my opponent actually had a lot of things that could set up rocks, but as we can see, they only have the one, but they can set up sticky webs, and I'm actually kind of worried about that, which is, it honestly makes me want to lead with Weavile, but I doubt my opponent would go for early rocks like that. It also makes me wonder if my opponent would just want to lead Ambipom. There's a lot of choices here. We actually don't see Landorus either, so that makes me really happy. I'm actually just going to lead with Cobalion, because I do have that air balloon, so say what my opponent wants to lead. I did want to lead off with Weavile, because I do have, there's Fuzzy Wuzzy, which is exactly what I thought we might be going up against. Definitely not the best idea, and my opponent knows that Mew is my defogger too, so I'd be pretty scared against this thing. I'm actually just going to go for my Stealth Rocks here. If they're going to get Sticky Webs up, I'm going to get my Stealth Rocks up. Sticky Webs are kind of annoying, because that was the downfall of my Week 3 battle, if you haven't already seen that yet. Spoilers, but it's been out for a while. Looking at Cobalion, though, it's actually, except against Tyranitar and things like that, it's actually not doing a whole lot. Tyranitar and Ambipom are the two things I need it for, but I'm not too worried about that. My opponent stays in. We see I outspeed. There's the Sticky Web. Okay. I'm actually just going to go for X Scissors, because they're effective and I have no reason not to. And if I could get rid of this thing really early on, or get some chip damage off on it, for in the future. If I get the chance to get my sticky webs away, I'm really hoping I do. There's the volt switch. We don't eat that too nicely. Michelin, I'm pretty sure, yep, Don fan. We go for an X scissor, and that does absolutely nothing. We see the leftovers. Okay. This is a bit of a predicament. There's no rocks up yet, so if any is a time, it's now to take care of that. I'm actually just going to switch out into Mew. Seeing Sticky Web and Volt. Switch on Galvantula. There's the Sticky Web. Could see a knockoff here too. Okay, we're just going to see Stealth Rocks. Sorry, I lost my voice for a second there. Gonna go for my defog here now. Kinda in a position where I have to. I am packing Energy Ball and Bloom Doom. I'm max special attack minus my nature, which is timid, but as much as I wanted to go for that, I can't really risk it. Especially if my opponent decides to switch into Latios. I don't know what my opponent's going to want to go for, though. This is a tough situation. It kind of makes me sad because... So there goes that. Out goes Paul, which is a slow bro. There's a lot of stuff that disappeared. So... I think I'm actually just going to go for my Z Bloom Doom now and see how much this does. I know I'm still outspeeding this thing, so that's pretty nice. See how much this does, because I know slow bros are 90% of the time physically defensive. We just outright take out Slowbro, so that's a big wall gone. I'm okay with that. There's Mimi. Okay. This is gonna be where it's gonna start getting a little challenging. Where do I have a need for you, Mew? No. I'm just gonna go out to I mean, I do have a need for Mew. I do have Ice Beam and Energy Ball for a couple members of my opponent's team, but we could see a U-turn here as well. So that kind of sucks, but I'm not letting my Mew stay in. We also could see Pursuit. No Pursuit, okay. Probably gonna see a Fake Out because that's very common, yep. We see the Life Orb, okay. So I have no reason to not go for Stealth Rocks here. My opponent could have something to take me out, and that's fine. But I really want to get Stealth Rocks up here. Goes for U-turn, that's fine. We're gonna see Latios. I'm gonna say we're either gonna see Latios, Donphan, or Galvantula. There's Donphan, okay. And now I'm actually gonna go out to Manaphy and start setting up. I'm running a little bit of defense in my Manaphy, and I'm also running Calm Mind this week instead of the usual tail road that I do, so my opponent's really thinking over her move, so we see the Earthquake, okay. Take that decently well. And I'm feeling confident after a Calm Mind we'll be in pretty good shape. Enough to take a Thunderbolt? I don't know. But I have other things in my party to deal with. Tyranitar and things like that. Manaphy's kind of just used to like punch a hole in my opponent's team. And if I have to use it to get a safe switch, then I will. I do have Charizard in the back, and Charizard just... as long as my Stealth Rocks stay up, I'm pretty good. We did see Earthquake on this guy. Now it's kind of put my opponent in a tough position. I can understand that because I could go for Ice Beam and really hurt Latios or Galvantula, even though it's not super effective, but let's be real here, Galvantula has some pretty weak defenses. My opponent withdraws, okay. Goes out to Fuzzy Wuzzy. So it's going to be really tempting for my opponent to go for the electric type move. If I lose Manaphy here, that's going to suck, but I can just go right out to Weavile and start doing what I have to do. It all just depends on if my opponent thinks I'm going to go for it. There's a switch. Sword. I definitely don't think we'd be taking a Thunderbolt. So something's gonna take a Surf, whatever comes in. Something is taking a Surf. Latias. That's the best thing to be able to take a Surf. That does a lot. I just want to get rid of this thing, so I'm just going to go for Ice Beam. It's something that could threaten my Charizard with a Draco Meteor, which we could see. If my opponent takes me out with a Draco Meteor, I'm going to immediately go out to Charizard and start setting up. Potentially, I don't know. Goes for Draco, does connect. Probably gonna take me out. Yep. Okay, so now we're in a really tough position because... what do I do here? Let's say Weavile's not a bad play. Weavile into a knockoff. Something's gonna go down. Besides Tyranitar, but I have low kick for that. And I'm actually faster than by Galvantula by a few points if it is a timid nature. That was a bottle. But I know my opponent does not want to let this thing take a knockoff. If they actually sack it, I would be thoroughly shocked. Look at the only reason I didn't go after Charizard, like I said, is because of Donphan and just being a physical wall in general. This would have been a good situation for me to come in and just start setting up, because I do have Earthquake for Tyranitar. I don't know if it would have been enough to take it out, but I am an adamant max attack variant, so plus Charizard would be nice for things like Galvantula. I don't quite know what. Okay, so we're gonna see a switch. Ambipom could do. We do see Michelin here, so gonna see how much this knockoff does. Quite a bit. Okay. I'm just gonna go for Ice Punch here. I'm hoping it's enough. It's not. Goes for Earthquake, okay. I'm actually just gonna go for another knockoff. So Donphan is down, and if I get the situation... Okay, so here's Ambipom, the bane of my existence. Let's just go out to Cobalion. I want to save Weavile in the back for Galvantula. Here's the fake out. I wish I would have put more defense into this thing, but we are whittling this Ambipom down. Just gonna go for an Iron Head. Ambipom was one of those mons I was afraid of because I don't know what else it has. It does have U-turn, which we did see. I don't know why I didn't write that down. I'm more or less just write down to remember what my opponent has left. A lot of the times I just remember the moves in my head, so something's gonna have to take an Iron Head, or this thing's gonna have to go out. I'm hoping Galvantula goes out, because then I'm pretty much in a really good position. Withdraws. Okay, what are we gonna see? Gonna see Latias. Okay. Close combat was kind of really obvious. Just gonna go for another Iron Head. I'm just glad my opponent doesn't have Landorus T. That would have been something, but I think my opponent was afraid of it because of all the things on my team that could run Ice Beam, and then Surf from Manaphy would just obliterate it, so I can kind of understand that. But being max attack and max speed on this Cobalion is going to help me out, because I should be able to outspeed this thing with a Jolly Nature. As long as Iron Head connects, I'm in a pretty good shape. But my opponent drops the Stealth Rocks anyway, so there's their Z move. Is this going to be able to knock me out? I mean, I know it's Z, Dragonium Z off of Draco Meteor. It does take me out, okay. So let's just go out to Gogurt here. Question is, what do I want to go for? Dragon Pulse, of course. I'd say my opponent was probably saving that Dragon Z move in the back for Charizard X. And if it would have lowered my opponent's special attack, I would have went out to my Charizard X now. You see Healing Wish. What? What's going to get healed? Galvantula? No, we see Ambipom. Okay. Not full health though. I'm just gonna go for Dragon Pulse. But Latios is gone and my opponent is down to the final three. There's the Fake Out. That does a huge amount of damage. There's the Life Orb. I'm actually just gonna stay in. Dragon Pulse. My opponent could return, take me out, and that's fine. Double hit. Now we're gonna go out to Charizard. I'm actually just gonna Mega Evolve and straight up go for an Earthquake. Ambipom could bring the game back for my opponent. And that's what kind of scares me. Actually need to pull up damage calcs real quick. To see if Charizard X can outspeed Mega Tyranitar. Let's say 252 and Jolly. Apparently not. Fuzzy Wuzzy, okay, so we're gonna get to drop Galvantula, and that is nice. According to this, I'm actually faster than Mega Tyranitar. I feel like that isn't right though. Base speed is 71. Okay, so I am faster than Mega Tyranitar, so that is nice to know. I'm actually just gonna go to Mew here. There's that fake out damage. We could see U-turn here, and I'm okay with that. I'm just gonna go for Psychic. If my opponent wants to switch, that is completely fine by me. Goes for double hit. Okay. We live that. We're gonna get this Psychic off. So that is amazing. So now, we're in a pretty good position. There's Sandstream. I can just go for Energy Balls here. Now it comes down to this. The monster in my opponent's team. There's my Energy Ball. Let's see how much this doesn't do because of the sand. But, okay. We see Dragon Dance. Okay. I'm just gonna go for Fake Out for the chip damage. Does nothing. I mean, it is resisted, but This is the part of the game where I'm gonna wish I was Jolly. Gonna go for that. Goes for Fire Punch. Okay. So it literally comes down to this. My opponent could win this with an Earthquake. And my opponent is super defensive. I'm gonna go for Dragon Claw. My opponent could still win this. It all depends if they're gonna want to go for an Earthquake or... Yep, there's Earthquake, so I'm pretty sure my opponent has this. That is a good game, you know. That really came down to the wire. I tried to play it the best I could, but you know, like I said, my opponent had some hard-hitting things that took care of my team. They didn't bring it, but you know, that was the best thing to bring against my Charizard X. But we are now 6-3. We have one more match before the playoffs. Hopefully we can get there, but good game to my opponent. I hope you guys enjoy. Hopefully we'll get another win next week, but if you guys enjoyed, please give this video a like and subscribe if you want to see more Wi-Fi battles. I will see you guys next time.